Sorry, this is 445. This is Operation Galaxy Quest Part 7, one of my favourite Marvel stories. This was a big 19-part crossover that had the Avengers in the middle of an intergalactic war between the Kree peoples and the shi'ar Empire. This one has 90s Thor fighting against Mon-El from the Imperial Legion. Guardian, that is his name. This crossover was told across 7 books. We had the Avengers, West Coast Avengers, Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, Wonder Man and Kaiser. There were 3 official Aftermath issues in both Captain America and Kaiser. There was also an uncredited one in Silver Surfman 80 summit. 80, issue 80 maybe. No wait, 79. I think it was 79. Really odd that they didn't list it as part of the crossover or the aftermath because it is quite heavily linked. We also had years and years of fallout from this war in Avengers and West Coast Avengers, and then Force Works when West Coast Avengers stupidly changed title. Wonder Man, his book had a huge change in the character setup as a result of the events of this crossover, and the Avengers soon got Life Cry as a new member, who was as much as a constant reminder of Operation Galaxy Quest. Highly recommend this story. It started as an idea for Kaiser, Marky Mark. He was inspired by a letter, and then the story morphed into this huge Avengers crossover. It was guided by Marky Mark, Bob Patrick Harris, and the writer of this, and the company's then editor-in-chief, Tom Falcon. Our story picks up here with a squad of Avengers. They are in the middle of a space war, and continuing my belief that 90s Thor is treated like dirt by his creator. We begin with him just falling over and falling onto Scarlet Witch, and then getting teased about it by Shade, the Changing Man, for being such a clumsy oaf. What I like about these sorts of crossovers is with an issue like this, we get a little hint to what an Avengers book would be like from this creative team. We have Tom Falcon writing, and the art isn't by the book's regular artist, Ron French. This is fill-in art, which sounds more insulting than it should be. I really like this art. This guy was like the other frequent collaborator of Tom Falcon. I think he co-created Spider-Woman with him. But yeah, I love the team dynamic in this and the writing of all the Avengers who are not 90s Thor. I've not really gone over the team, and I probably should have. It's a pretty good, if odd, lineup. We've not really had a solid picture of them. We have got the Vision, I think he is the leader, Scarlet Witch, Wonder Man, so there's 3 classic Avengers. We have a 90s Thor. We have Captain Marbles, the real one, Monica Rambeau, and we have Flame and Lightning. Them two, they gone off on a side quest, which, because this is a well-managed crossover, it isn't an excuse to just get rid of them. The Avengers facing Guardian, that is the big thing in this issue. The Imperial Legion factor into the crossover a lot, but Guardian, Mon-El, who's like the only one of them who has life beyond being a lazy copy of a DC character. I didn't think he really comes into the story anymore after this chapter. He is attacking the Avengers, and we have some more writing 90s Thor as being dog shit. The Avengers are talking about how they need someone to go and fight Guardian. Clearly, 90s Thor should be the one to do it, but he is dense and cowardly. So instead, Wonder Man goes, fine, I'll go and do it. So here is a really fun fight between Wonder Man and Guardian. Two Superman rip-offs, really, having a fight. This is another thing I loved about Operation Galaxy Quest. Every member of the Avengers who was involved, they got something to do. Like, you can ask us, what did Wonder Man do? And the answer is quite a lot, because he had 3 tie-in issues, as well as significant parts in other bits like this. But you can also ask us, what did Captain Marbles, the real one, Monica Rambeau, what did she do? And she has... Actually, you know what? I think she is leader of this squad. I just remembered, when they meet up with the governing body of the shite-arse empire, she's like the team's spokesperson, trying to be all diplomatic with them. And even if I'm wrong about that, in this issue alone, she has a little subplot with Flame and Lightning, then there's a bit with some bombs. But at this point, we have had a 3-page long fight between Wonder Man and Guardian. And this is a Thor comic. Not ideal if you are a massive Thor fan and you are buying this book out of obligation. You're already having to put up with this idiot new Thor, and then you get to a crossover like this and you're reading more of an Avengers book. 90s Thor, he finally gets involved, and you might be surprised to learn he actually sort of wins this fight. It is one of his very few victories, and even that comes with plenty of buts. It is another enjoyable fight, well done. 90s Thor is a chump throughout, and I imagine part of the reason that he wins this battle is because this all crossover, it had input from Bob Patrick Harris and Marky Mark, and they would have been confused why Tom Falcon is insisting on having 90s Thor get his arse kicked in chapter 7. 90s Thor, he actually has a nice little story arc in the final parts, the Bob Patrick Harris ones. 90s Thor, he sides with the wrong group and immediately feels ashamed and realises his mistake. Subplot time, Captain Marbles, the real one, Monica Rambeau, her and Flame and Lightning, they discover an outpost that has been manned by the Skrulls. This will lead to the involvement of a 3rd species in this war. 4th species, really. Forgot to include the humans. The Skrulls being involved was a pretty obvious twist. And here's the thing, right? 90s Thor, his victory here isn't really his. He uses Thor's magic hammer, which can control lightning. Well, he uses it to control and direct Flame and Lightning at Guardian. And this is what beats him. This is more Flame and Lightning's victory than 90s Thor's. But we do get a big splash page of 90s Thor reciting cringe-worthy dated trash talk to suggest that he did actually win. I also think him using his hammer like that to manipulate and take control of Flame and Lightning is very disrespectful and even a bit creepy. And while Guardian is clearly beaten, 90s Thor decides to go on our board and just wail on him to the point where his teammates are like, pack it in, what the fuck are you doing, man? He is down. Have you gone crazy or depressed? That is something that I need to know about. That affects me. Meanwhile, Captain Marbles, the real one, Monica Rambeau, she flies around and disables a bunch of bombs. See, she did do stuff. And then Flamin' Lightning, he calls 90s Thor out for his rather uncool hijacking of his form. And then 90s Thor fucks up some more by using Thor's hammer to open up a dimensional warp, which the rest of the team immediately tell him off for because it has cancelled out their means of transportation and left them stranded in shi'ar space. The whole team let him know that he is an idiot and not the real Thor. And just look what that fool has brought down upon them. An entire armada of spaceships. What a klutz. Why does Tom Falcon hate 90s Thor so much? I get that he is meant to be out of his depth and a somewhat less than good replacement for Thor, but it's mad. Every character is just loudly saying how much of a twat he is all the time. Even his win in this, every part of it was rejected by his teammates. This is a good issue though, really good art. I love the team stuff. We got some nice fights, good use of Wonder Man. I definitely recommend this. The whole story is brilliant. But I think I need to give 90s Thor a 7 thumbs up. The poor guy needs some love because the scripts didn't give him any.